Everybody okay? I can't quite hear you. I only give away things to people who are making loads of noise. Is everything okay? Good. Why are you hiding for? What's going on here? I can't quite hear you. Make some noise if you're excited. Hey! Yo. There's some people over here looking real good. Hey! Hey, 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 hey. Hello, how are you doing? You look really smiley. How you doing? Hi. What's your name? Eileen. The Brazilians in the place? Alright, 5 of you. That's cool. And your name is? Luciano from Brazil as well? Quite cool, yeah? Alright. So, would you like a bag? Alright. Hello. It's not quite the blue of Argentina. It's not quite, but it kind of goes with it. Okay, and it's not quite the colours of Brazil. But I think it goes as well. I want to have some fun. Me! Yo! Alright, by the speaker as well. Alright, come here. What's your name? Yo. Premiere, yo. It's a pink carpet affair and we're looking real cool because we just don't care. So, yo, DJ, stop chat, DJ, stop chat. Alright, guys, this is what it is, yeah? Alright, let me break it down. Real simple. In fact, let me go up to the highest point. Let me reach that.
Who should I talk to?
Right, how's it going? We're not live, but cool. So how's it feel to be premiering this in London? And London's such an important city to film.
It is. To be premiering here in our home city is amazing. I mean, it's scary. I won't tell you. You know, I've got about 3 pairs of Spanx on and, you know, I'm a bit terrified, but I'm just beginning to see it all now. It's amazing, isn't it? And London is a brilliant city. When I came back to do this, I've been living away in LA, and I came back to London and it was just so changed, so vibrant, so gorgeous. Everybody had ironic beards, everybody was riding bicycles, you know, I didn't recognise it, you know, so it's very exciting. And I hope some of that goes on the screen, you know.
And what was it that made you and the team decide to bring Bridget back now? Why is she relevant?
Oh, she's still relevant. She always reflects, all Bridget's stories reflect my own life back at me. When she was in her 30s, that was me in my 30s, you know, out on the raz, not having any kids, not having any husbands, nothing sorted. And you know, now it's about her being in her 40s and being a mum. I've done that. It's, you know, exhilarating, humiliating experience all at once. Just is. Time. And it was important for us, you know, that the characters, we jump them forward to in their 40s. Because when you're in your 40s, big things happen to you. People start dying, you know, your biological clock dies, you know, so big things happen and we wanted to give us some good, juicy dilemmas.
Off the back of that, how do you think the kind of definition of what it is to be single has changed since the first film?
Oh, it is very different now. You can't sort of go back to sort of meet cutes that you used to have in rom-coms because everybody hooks up online and we're now in the Tinder generation. It's all a little less innocent now, but I think Bridget, like me, is a bit of a dinosaur. It's kind of, you know, she would never go online to try and date, you know, we're too old for that, but I think it is hard, you know, but we've got Bridget now that she's the only one out on the raz on her she very much reflects my life back at me, and so I'm not done yet, so I hope she's not done yet.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Hope you remember it and have a lovely time.
Bridget Jones here in London, you know, such an important film to the series.
Well, I'm very honoured to be part of it, and it was a lovely reunion, meeting everybody again after all that time, and we just slipped back into our roles quite happily and had a good time.
I mean, what's it like being back with quite a lot of the old cast, obviously Renee, Colin, so many of you back together?
Yes, well that was lovely, and we all knew each other quite well, so we felt very familiar. And Jim Broadbent, who plays my husband, it was lovely to see him again. Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah.
Why do you think Bridget Jones is still relevant now? I mean, it's been 15 years since the first film. What is it about her as a character?
Well, I think because she's slightly flawed and has a wonderful sense of humour, of course, and still looking for Mr. Right, like a lot of girls are. Yeah.
How do you think our kind of current notions of femininity and what it means to be single have changed in the years since the last few films were out?
Well, I do personally, essentially, I don't think they have. Superficially, but I think underneath it all, everybody would like a good, strong man to look after them. That's what I think.
Well, have a lovely night.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
Hi, fine. This is your camera, and I look at you, and you're AP, right? Yeah.
So tell me, what's it like being back here in London for the premiere of Bridget Jones? I mean, London's actually a important city. What's it like?
It's fantastic. It's a bit scary. Right now, I'll fall over my shoes or something, but it's really, really touching that people have turned out like this for it. It's wonderful.
Why have you and the rest of the team decided to bring Bridget back? I mean, why is she still relevant now?
Well, I think it's for me it's a creative thing. I always find myself writing a Bridget story when a story comes to me and when I've got something to say, not just to do another one for the sake of it. I think Bridget's appeal lies in the gap between how people feel they're expected to be and how they actually are. And in a funny way, you know, it's 20 years since Bridget began. I think that's even more relevant now because of social media, and all the kids now are obsessed with how many likes they get and how pretty their friend looks on Instagram. And so it's really important to remember that the main thing is to be a nice person and a good friend, not having a bottom like 2 snooker balls.
I mean, off the back of that kind of, I was going to ask, you know, what has changed or is different about our kind of notions of what it means to be a single woman these days? I mean,
When I first wrote Bridget Jones, it really was, if you were single in your 30s, there was some problem. It was like, as she herself said, underneath my clothes, my entire body is covered in scales. And she thought she was going to end up dying alone and being eaten by an Alsatian. And I think one of the good things that's happened is that the term singleton has become accepted now. And it's a perfectly sort of normal thing to be. And I always thought I made that word up, but it turned out it wasn't me, it was P.G. Woodhouse. But never mind. Yeah, pretend it's me.
with Renee, you know, coming back, she's had her hiatus from acting.
She's had a what?
Her hiatus. And
Yeah.
obviously she gets a lot of kind of stick from the press about various things, you know, and she's kind of, her and Bridget are conflated in many ways in the press's minds. I mean, what has it been like working with Renee again? Do you think that the press give her too much kind of hassle?
I think it's just part of the way. In a way, the modern version of storytelling around the campfire is all those magazines, and stories just attach themselves to famous people, and that's just the way it is. And I think it's tough if you're in the firing line, but it's storytelling. That's what it is.
This film goes off in a different direction to your own stories. So there's a different kind of point where you come back in Bridget's 50s, and you know she's a widow. You know, why is that kind of changed?
Well, this movie, Bridget Jones's Baby, is based on columns that I wrote in The Independent. So they followed on from so the first 2 books were based on the columns, and this followed on from the columns. It's just the next book then got a bit ahead of the film. But like I say, it's fortunate it's not a history of the Battle of Waterloo. It's comedy. So I think we'll all be fine.
Yeah. Well, have a lovely night. Thanks
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Hello.
Sorry, we're just going to go back here and we'll come back.
Yes.
Squeeze in.
Sure. Yes.
How's it going?
Good. It's all going all right.
So tell me what's like. How's it feel to be premiering Bridget Jones in London? It's such an important film.
It's a huge premiere for us, you know, to have it here, and so much time has gone by, and to be a part of the new one is very exciting.
What's it been like for you joining a team which is comprised of a lot of old people, old friends?
It's been a great experience for me, and they've been incredibly supportive and welcoming, and we've had a good time, and I hope it's entertaining for people.
I was thinking that Renee, she's conflated a lot in terms of what the media think, with her kind of almost being represented as Bridget, and Colin,
Right.
who's kind of like, you know, Mr. Darcy to people.
Of
and
course.
you're dreaming.
Right.
What's it like kind of being connected to characters in such a kind of influential way?
Well, I think just as an actor in general, to be working is one thing, and that's all you ever really want, and then to have success on top of that, and then if you get into or are fortunate enough to have a role that sort of transcends in many ways, you're very, very fortunate and blessed to have that experience, and you know, I'm grateful, and it's nice to be in such good company.
Just think since the first film came out in 2001, how do you think our notions of being a single woman have changed?
Oh, it's completely changed. I mean, everything in the world has changed. So a lot of the dynamics that were happening then that were social norms have just been blown away, and now it's a whole new thing. So it's hopefully the film reflects that. I think it does. Thank you very much. Hello again.
Hi,
Good to see you too.
How was your
It was a bit hectic trying to get the family ready. It was their first premiere. So the boys and my daughter and my wife, it's nice to have them here to experience that, and it's been good fun culturally. Hello.
I'm Helen.
Oh, I've never met you before. Nice to meet you.
So nice
what
to
a
meet
pleasure.
you. Yeah,
It's certainly nice to just meet with no one knowing. I know.
I'm watching, just a lovely private moment.
Thank you very much. I hope it works out.
Wonderful in the film.
Thank you very much.
So hot.
Well, it's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I'm looking forward to seeing it with an audience. I haven't seen it with an audience yet.
No, me neither. So
Oh, okay, good. Well, hopefully they laugh a lot.
hope so. If not, we'll laugh.
Okay, we will certainly. Thank you. That was a nice encounter. So there you
So
go.
nice, so nice. So, this movie franchise is so well loved.
Yes.
Do you feel a little nervous tonight? How are you feeling?
Oh, not tonight so much. I think maybe this morning when I woke up, I was a bit tired and was sort of and trying to really enjoy the moment of all of it. You know, these are things that rarely happen in one's life, and when they do, you want to savor it and appreciate it. And it's fun to share this with my family and with my boys and my daughter, and hopefully it's something that they'll always remember. And certainly here in London, I mean, this character means so much to so many people, and it's nice to be a part of that.
So, how would you describe you have such great chemistry with Renee. How would you describe your relationship working with her?
It was really a fun experience, and her professionalism, her openness, and just her very giving as a partner to work with, and calm, you know, which was nice.
Finally, then, it felt like at the end of the movie that the door had potentially been left open for some more, and it seems as though that might be the case.
Well, they were smart to leave it open. I mean, there's a lot going. Certainly, there's another book, and it would be nice to sort of see Bridget growing and living in her life. It's I don't think there's any other character that's been quite like that, where you're sort of going through life with her, and a certain generation is growing up with her. Some are just discovering her, and it will be interesting to see what, at the very end, will be the legacy of all of that.
Hi there. Hi, I'm all right. How about you? Jolly good. Well, I would be surprised not to be in London, I suppose, for Bridget. Sorry, that's a bit facile. It's wonderful to be back. It feels really special to be here because the fans are fans of the characters. And so we've all known them now for 15 years or more. And so it feels like a bit like a big family reunion in some ways.
What's it like being, back with Renee and Colin? What's that been like for you?
It's lovely. We were all regressed actually because we haven't. Some of us haven't seen each other for 12 years, so we really and we were quite badly behaved. I remember on the first one. So I had some nice childish times. Well, we were more childish than we probably would have been on another job this year. Yeah.
Quite nice.
Yeah, so nice, so nice.
What do you think has changed in terms of how we think about single women since the 15 years since the last one?
Yeah. Well, I think it's changed enormously, hasn't it? The conversation was just beginning 15 years ago. And I think now we're much more aware of the fact that you certainly can't have it all at once, even if you can have it all at some point. And I think choosing not to have children is not such a frowned upon thing. And personally, having had children, though I love them enormously, I can see the upsides. There's a really great line in this when Bridget says Mark has got married, and I've been on several long-haul holidays. The lifestyle of the jet set, highly paid television executive is not one to be sniffed at. No, thank you. Nice to meet you. Yes. Pink carpet, yeah. It's so nice to be. You know what? The big thing for us is not the red carpet. Exciting as this is, it's the making the film and seeing where the characters have got to. But it is. I said it's not the red carpet, but actually it is really nice to see all the fans know the characters so well, and they know who they're coming to see. And yeah, there's some seriously trembling-kneed women over there. There's a woman with Colin Firth shoes, like her. She's had Colin's face, just lots of different images of Colin over the last 20 years, printed onto some leather, out of which she's made some shoes.
Well,
That's pretty cool, yeah.
So what was the most remarkable aspect of being reunited with the cast?
Most remarkable aspect? Well, I mean, I found it, well, it's not remarkable really, it's really obvious, but I found it quite moving, us all being 12 years older, because it's actually quite a big 12, I mean, for me it's a massive 12 years, you know, I've had children and I've had a special needs child, so my life has taken a giant curve and I've become someone different. I think all of us have become someone quite different from 12 years ago. That sort of 30, 40, 50, those decades are quite big for changing who you are. A midlife crisis and all of that, you know, so it felt really emotional to be back together again and like, you know, how are you? But how are you really? You know, catching up, there was a lot to catch up on and important stuff to catch up on.
I felt like at the end of the movie that the door was definitely left open for more of Bridget's stories to be told. Got a few hints that might be the case. Would you be on board if that would be on the cards?
Yeah, I mean, I would be, but at the moment it feels like someone else asked me this and it felt a bit like, you know, when you've just had a baby, someone asks you if you're going to have another one. Just like, okay, let's just enjoy this one while it's here. I mean, I think this movie, I mean, I honestly think, and I feel I can say that because I'm not in this movie very much, Shazza is not key to this film. I think this is the best, and I think if it stopped here, it would be a really beautiful trilogy. So I don't think we need another one. It's not like it's not cynically left open so that there can be another one. And I felt, you know, the door that was left open, I didn't need it. When the door appeared, you know the bit I mean. I won't give it away, but when the door appeared in the movie, I felt I didn't really need that to be there. The film stands on its own so well. I think it's brilliantly directed and amazingly acted, and there's more space for Colin in this film as well, I think. We travel a bit more with him because we know him better. And he's extraordinary. It's like so brilliant. It's incredibly moving to see someone who's just had difficulty expressing themselves for 20 years, see where they end up. But for me, it felt epically tragic. Even though we're just talking about a middle-class, middle-aged woman who works in the media, these felt like really big, universal emotions to me. It felt bigger than just a rom-com. But I'm biased.
I've got to wrap it up there. Thank you so
Nice to
much.
meet you. Yeah, take care.
Sally.
Me that maybe we're doing something right, and it would show that, you know, none of these guys have seen the film yet, but they're showing love for the characters. If we've done our job right, that love hopefully will translate into the love for the film.
You talked a little bit about it earlier, but are you nervous tonight? Are you nervous about the reception of the film?
No, I'm not nervous about this. I'm only ever nervous about having to do things like this, talk to you, or make a speech or anything like that, but I'm not nervous about the film. I've had the pleasure of seeing it in a cinema with real people, and they enjoy it. And that's why we made it. We made it for people to enjoy, and I think they will.
So the end of the movie felt like a door might have been left open potentially for future tales of Bridget. Would you be on board for more Bridget Jones movies?
I love these characters, so if the opportunity arose to make another film, I'd jump at it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
All right, great.
Cheers.
See you later.
regulars on the premiere circuit? Star Wars. This one's better. And you possibly have not provided the music for it. Well, no, no. They come to you,
Hello. Hello.
Hi. So tell us what it's like being back after 12 years, playing, working for Bridget Jones.
Well, I don't know if it happens to you, but I find that time goes very, very slowly and very suddenly and quickly at the same time. So there's a part of me thinks I've forgotten this, don't remember anything about it. Is it relevant? Why are we doing? And then you get in the same sort of room with the same people, and you wonder if it's actually the same day, and no time's passed at all.
And in terms of our views of single women have changed over the last 15 years, do you think they've changed much? Or?
I have no idea. I honestly, I've never had my finger on the pulse of that sort of thing. Don't ask an actor for wisdom.
What about the dating scene? Obviously, we've got things like Tinder, that's all changed.
So I hear. I've been married for nearly 20 years, so I'm afraid I only hear all this stuff secondhand. But in terms of, was that another time? Most people who were around when this film was made, the first film was made, are still around. And so we've all kind of grown 15 years together.
We're coming to Germany, so I want to speak to you guys now. Sorry, last one.
The method that she employs.
I don't know what her method is, but she's glorious to watch. I mean, I felt it all came for nothing. Just watch her and react to it.
Felt like at the end of the movie, her door was left open for potential future Bridget stories. What do you think? Would you be on board?
It's a tease. Listen, if I'm invited, yes.
Thank you very much.
What do you think? Is this impressive what Sharon was wearing that day? Well, look, I hope you love your evening. It's a brilliant film, it's a brilliant film. You're fantastic in it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear.
With Renee, she might only just do housekeeping, so you might want to get you to shift over and take the audio. Let me just check the play.
Like everyone, she's got a magical spirit that's hypnotizing.
And they meet actually if you were aware of before, have you ever been glamping? Are you a good glamper?
My education continues. Mom was absolutely a joy to work with.
First time acting with her, what was that like?
I love the weather, I love the people, the culture, all of it. It's just an amazing city and has so much to offer.
When you're back here now, will you get to spend